Finishing up Tatooine here. This is a really slow-paced, long, and drawn-out game that was slightly relaxing to sort of walk around these environments. Yeah, thinking back to what made it good in the first place, these graphics used to be good. They were still looking alright on the big TV for a second, but then the next time I played, then it didn't feel good again. I don't know. It's almost fun again. I don't have a lot left in the game to do. I think the second playthrough is more fun. Oh, I should be reading his dialogue since he's not speaking in English. That will be fine. Good luck. In the sands of the east, the eastern dune sea, we dig for the people of the sand and find a strange thing of the people before. Already do you have a map for the eastern dunes? Follow it and you will find what you need in the lair of the dragon. Thank you. Goodbye. Thank you, goodbye. You are a good friend of the Jawas. We will remember when your kind are gone. Ask if you need any more of anything. What does that mean?
Oh, it's you again. I'll just let you pass. The boys in the office may need authorization in triplicate, but not me. Good hunting out there.
More than 2 years into the Sith War, the Jedi set a trap for Revan and Malik. And then now I'm sort of backtracking. I already walked through this map, now I'm walking through the map multiple times. These sort of repetitive, lame gameplay mechanics are acceptable at the time. Random encounter. You are ambushed by a small group. These guys are called Holy Warriors. That's kind of strange. So far, I've only been using my force powers to heal myself, so I haven't really been playing at the most optimum level. You know, I'm wearing armor, and when I remember this game, I don't remember wearing armor. Because armor blocks your force powers from being used. I guess you played more like a mage. Like, wow, this fight's kind of difficult for a random encounter that you barely get any XP from. Yeah, I'm sort of having some trouble with the sand people. That terminology is kind of offensive. Kander seems pretty strong. Look at how much damage he's taking. He's got that fast healing too. Well, that's why I've been keeping him in the group. And then because I need to leave the game on for my force to come back and use my force mana to heal myself, I then stop recording for a little bit so I can do that. Sort of an odd gameplay mechanic, but it's something you don't see a lot in other video games. Yeah, it's sort of odd. It wasn't completely terrible, just having to wait for mana to come back. It's not really something you want to see a lot of, but it's fine this time. And I'm like, oh, why am I not wearing my Calo Nord battle armor? Yeah, and this level's starting to become long because, an hour-long level is sort of all it takes, really. And then it was just walking across the map and talking to people for it to take an hour. It's like, oh, here we go, another conversation. Just trying to run out the clock. And this game's sort of pushing its agenda with conversations on you, but that was before social media, where conversations kind of ran into the ground. It's almost like dialogue and conversations aren't actually right now. It's all just a bunch of noise. No one's gonna listen to anyone's opinions. Like, what do you know? And then we're just repeating the same conversation too. Are these big lizards? Are they something that can attack me? It doesn't look like they're interested in fighting. And I see these little pylon things, or whatever you would call them. It's like, oh, is this going to be a minefield where I have to walk in some kind of maze to avoid mines? I'll save beforehand. I start walking across it. Nothing happens.
I'm tired of waiting, Comad. How big can this dragon of yours be? I'm going in.
This is kind of strange. That's weird. It looked like the guy died without the dragon waking up. And he walked across the minefield. Greetings to you, human. I believe I saw you in Anchorhead. I thought I would see you in the dunes. Perhaps you are interested in the ways of the hunt? Will you help me? I have tracked a very special beast to its lair. A crate dragon, the largest of the Tatooine desert predators. It is an honored creature to hunt, although we must use unorthodox methods today. Why do you want me and not another hunter? You are here, they are not. I also didn't know the size of my quarry until I was tracking him, and perhaps there are other reasons. I tried to get the help of one other, but you saw him die in the lair. I usually hunt for the skill of it, but must make an exception today. I want newcomers to understand the proper intent behind the hunt, no matter the methods we use. I'll help. Give me more information about how. We must bait the great beast out of hiding and ambush him swiftly. There is no room to engage him in the lair, and his hide will repel blaster fire. I have placed mines around the mouth of the cave. We must coax him out, but this is the end of the season of hibernation. It will take much to rouse him. The food of a beast this size is almost exclusively banthas and foolish hunters. If we are not careful to lure him out, we must lure his food to tempt him. How will we lead the banthas here? They too have their food of choice. We must find some bantha fodder to lead the banthas here. I have a few ideas about where this may be found. Sand people keep bantha herds, so some of them must have fodder on hand or in their settlement. A vendor in Anchorhead also had some. If you find fodder and bait the banthas here, the mines will deal with the dragon as it emerges to feed. Not exactly a glorious hunt, but it will ensure the safety of the region. That seems very easy. What aren't you telling me? There is one added threat. The Sand people regard banthas as sacred. Attempting to feed the herd in this area will likely lead to an attack. We are far from the weakened tribes around Anchorhead. The Sand people of this region are strong, fierce, and will think nothing of killing you. Be careful. Look, I have your fodder. Good. Now there is a herd that moves out in the desert. Lead them here. Approach them with the fodder and lead them here. I'll see what I can do. I wish you luck against the Sand people. When you return, the dragon will fall. I wish it could be under more sporting circumstances, but we must do what the circumstances call for. I had hoped for a mirror of my father's expedition, but that will have to wait. And I got the bantha fodder from the Sand People Enclave. It's right at the entrance next to the banthas. And just look for something to click on. It should be in there. But maybe if you dealt with the Sand People peacefully, then maybe you wouldn't have that bantha fodder. I don't know. But I do remember, I think I fought the Crate Dragon in other playthroughs. And this is just, going about everything pretty straightforward. It's like I clicked on that guy, I chose neutral options, and now I'm doing what the quest giver is telling me to. It's also like, why are these fights so hard? Hey, isn't that funny how I'm fighting for dear life and I'm getting knocked unconscious in all my fights? Saved by my teammates. Or maybe I'm actually completely dying and being resuscitated. And I just keep on dying and getting resuscitated over and over again. Or it's happened a few times. It seems like you'd be completely traumatized. And he just keeps on, chugging along. You know, choo choo. Oh my God. And we'll rest up a bit. I'll cut the video and let my health come back. Alright, let's continue what we were doing. Good job. Come, talk to me. Comad Fortuna. What are you doing? Okay. Quickly, be ready. The Banthas are in position and will soon stir our restless prey. I hope the mines do their job quickly. Wait, what is that rumbling sound? Oh boy, he's a big one. And here's one of the monsters from the trailer. It is done, and the great beast is dead. To my shame, I denied him a final fight, but I will honor his memory to make amends. I thank you for your aid, human. You have earned a share of the victory, such as it is. Thanks, we did what had to be done. Regrettably so. I just hope you remember there were higher reasons for this. Don't let the spoils be your only reason to hunt. Wealth fades, the sands remain. I thank you and for your help here today, human. I could have sworn I fought this thing before. Trying to see if I can fit into its mouth, no? But it looks really cool. It looks like an actual lizard. And I'm trying to search its remains. Doesn't look like you can search its remains, but I guess I'm double tapping it. Okay, yeah, looks like it is dead. I got some stuff to search in here. Lightsaber crystal. Another crystal. Credits, adrenaline stimulant. Okay, whatever. Here's the star map. And at the time the game was released, and the age you're at, like 12, this is sort of all it takes to make it a good game, is just the star map thing. Just the idea that the star map is some ancient device, and you know, there's a picture of the galaxy. And it's like you're on a big space adventure.
An artifact of the dark side. The Great Dragon may have been drawn here by its dark power.
Now that we've got what we came for, we should probably move on. Can't say I'm going to miss this bit.
And it looks like there is some dark Jedi at the entrance of the cave now. Okay, here we go again. Let's search this real quick. Computer, spike, Jedi Master robe.
At last, my search is over. I was beginning to fear someone else had killed you and deprived me of the
We haven't fought Darth Bandon yet.
bounty hunter my master sent after you. But you are no match for me. I have studied at the foot of the Dark Lord himself.
You were on the Endar Spire. You killed a Trask. You'll pay for that. Not that I knew Trask very well.
To me, unless you wish to beg for your life. No, then I shall try to make this both quick and painful.
Oh gosh. Well, if you used your force powers more, you wouldn't take so much damage. But then I'm just waiting to take damage to use my force powers to heal myself, which isn't very effective. But it's getting the job done. I guess Darth Bandon was a lot stronger than I give him credit for. Because what it can kind of seem like in my mind right now is that your character is actually just some random wuss who's doing all this stuff because he's force sensitive. But I mean, you know, since I usually try and make the strongest character I can, it's just like a power trip for me. And that, you know, no one can stand in my way. I wouldn't think that your character is just some random wuss. That's almost kind of what it's like on this playthrough. It's like, that's Darth Bandon, you're some random wuss. Leveling up to heal myself and starting to really notice some of these characters' alignments. Looking at the feats. I think I want to give him a melee weapon. It's up his melee proficiency, but melee proficiency +1. Like, whatever. When I look at what he had equipped, ion rifle. That's for droids. No wonder he wasn't doing that much. This is just crazy. Canderous is gonna fight this the apprentice to the Dark Lord of the Sith one-on-one after his Jedis have already gone down. Both my Jedi companions had been knocked unconscious in the fight. I had to fight the Dark Lord one-on-one. Yeah, this is a pretty close fight, and you only have a limited number of med packs. The next time I see a vendor that sells med packs, I'm gonna spend all my credits on them. I'll try and sell some of these items too. You're gonna need a lot of med packs for the final boss fight. Can't be using them all the time. Right now, I'm like worried, am I gonna be strong enough for the final boss when I get there? That was a close one.
What?
And heal up again.
What can I do?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, I guess I'm not going to heal up because I think that nothing's going to attack me and I just need to walk my character back to town. And I could just edit this part out, but I mean, you actually do have to do this stuff, and here goes another 5 minutes of the game. Walking and healing myself and waiting for my mana to come back. But the way video games felt, it's like you're supposed to feel like you're in the desert right now. Isn't that kind of fun? Yeah, this is just like the movies. Where did these mines come from?
Yeah,
Yes?
sure.
There we go. Let's put his real weapon back on. It's your Mandalorian blaster, Ordo's repeating blaster. There we go. That's what he was supposed to have. Ion blaster. What was that all about? Walking through the desert. Yeah, well, you know, people can feel pretty badass just for traveling through the desert. I've traveled across the desert, you know. You're a lot stronger now. Tatooine. This is where Luke is from. Yeah, I sure have been on this planet for a long time now. As I spent a while without playing the game. And I think we just have Korriban left. Which in this series, in the expanded universe, is the Sith homeworld. But in the movies, they changed it to Excar. Or that's what they said in the last movies. That Excar is the Sith homeworld, whereas in this, it's Korriban. And they made it more gothic in the movies, where in this, it's more like Egyptian. And there were comic books that this was based on. But you know what Excar might be? Excar might be Malachor 5. I'm not sure. You know, that would be a twist, though. That makes a lot of sense, actually, if Excar is Malachor 5, but, you know, it's like, oh, a twist. I don't want to explain all the plots of the games. You know, spoiler alert, or maybe that's not true. Well, don't look up anything yet. Alright, here we go. I'll take off from here next time.